The ARG coin is going to be the topic of discussion on this episode. Be sure to stay tuned to see it stake Ethereum at a price that breaks all previous records. The previous time, they clutched each other like crazy. This marked a significant upward change that we were able to observe. There is a payment option for XRP that is available on the backend of Salesforce, actual US dollars Ripple in comparison to the SEC update with the lowest suit, and Ripple as a stable coin, I've got you out of trouble. All of it will be able to be accommodated. As of right now, it is trading at 1.25% USDT and USDC, with both of them coming in at 99 cents, not its doll. The price of Bitcoin is currently higher, although it has decreased by 23% during the past 24 hours. There is a coming of Ethereum at 3.14 and 3. PEGS is an XRP token. Have you any idea what's going on, baby? You have it right. 43 cents equals a large, sensuous, and chubby 44 cents. I am aware that you should call the police. Call someone immediately. This is a critical situation. In the past 24 hours, it has seen an overall growth of 1%. Considering that the market value of cryptocurrencies is currently around $2 trillion, where do we anticipate going next? To put it another way, nobody knows where this is going to go from here on out, but I do know that the second half of the year, which is currently beginning, is going to be incredibly explosive, and once it does happen, it will happen very rapidly. At that point, the value of one Bitcoin will be $100,000. Once the current year has come to an end, put it in writing. Attach it to your P refrigerator and put it in that location. You can put it anywhere you want, I don't care. It is the present moment. It is happening. XRP. Get ready. This is an unattainable objective. At the moment, there is a 91% chance that Ethereum exchange-traded funds ETFs will be permitted by the 26th of July, which is the day that many people are looking for the approval of the Ethereum ETF. As the ETF approval draws closer to the poly market, I will be keeping a close check on Ethereum, which is approaching very close to levels that have never been seen before. I can promise you of one thing, and that is that the exchange-traded fund ETF has been approved, which is a very positive sign for the cryptocurrency markets and the 90% of gamblers who use poly markers. This was supposed to happen within the first week of July, according to the initial estimate. On the other hand, Nano was delayed, and you were informed that it would arrive approximately around the third week of July. I believe that it will arrive by the 26th of July. Even if I am not entirely certain that it was the same, we are aware that it is getting closer. It is without a doubt going to happen, but how can we determine when it will show up? Because of what we saw the Securities and Exchange Commission doing to it. Ethereum and the consensus were the ones who initiated the legal action, but it was a fake opening. Windows Live Mail and the notification both say, come on, if you come back in 4 weeks, you should briefly mention that you have examined Ethereum and consensus and that everything is in order. Could you please explain what they did and why they did it? Due to the fact that they have the potential to make it possible for the organization to create Ethereum exchange-traded funds ETFs, the men are going to dive right in. Put another way, XRP is currently going through one of the most intense monthly boiler band squeezes in the history of cryptography, as well as the history of the cryptocurrency itself. It has been a long time since the band has been compressed to this kind of pressure. The quantity of space that you have shifted should be estimated. The boiler bands are in fact $60,000 each. Those of you who are staring at something know that it is frail and will eventually break. And when it does, there will be a significant movement toward the positive part of the inquiry that you want to be asked. In spite of the fact that I am unable to predict when it will take place, it will take place. In the event that the price of XRP goes up to more than 75 cents by the end of the year, I have already informed you that it will reach an all-time high. To keep this in mind, the previous all-time high for XRP in the United States was approximately $2.80. No, you are not obligated to trust what I say. Indeed, David Schwartz is a witness to this. I was involved in a relatively minor disagreement on Twitter. When Schwartz came into the picture, he offered his support in a sincere manner and claimed that I was correct. There was never a total of $380. On the South Korean market, the price was $3.60. It was never conceivable to achieve it in the United States, therefore it's likely that it's at a different all-time high in your region of the planet. Nevertheless, this is only for the advantage of my channel because I am located in the United States and I adhere to the policies of the United States. It is currently listed at $2.80, which is the all-time high price. I have a firm conviction that we will not only surpass all predictions but also set a new record high during this bull run. Investigating the Ripple v. CC litigation is something we should do in order to save time on this video. The following is what we was able to collect. Alright, Fred Rasoy proposed the 31st of July as a possible date, and he stated that there would be no disagreement. and that the corporation would be subject to a penalty of no more than $25 million. He asserts that the judge will determine that all sales that she deems to be unlawful will be permanently enjoined, and that none of the new contracts that Ripple described are properly before her. This means that the SEC will be required to launch a new lawsuit if it believes that he claimed that these were going against her ruling. In answer to a question, he indicated that this is the earliest he can remember seeing the decision on Friday in this particular situation. As a result, we have arrived at this stage. From this point on the eve of the first anniversary of the ruling on the summary judgment, he will continue to place wagers on the end of July as his forecast, even if that does not come to pass. There are 2.5 weeks left till the month of July comes to a close. What do you assume will take place in the future? Do you think she will be able to execute this here? Is it possible to sort of have things planned out before the anniversary of the year? Alternatively, do you think that she will carry it out? In the months leading up to July, you are aware that a significant number of them vanish by the end of July and August. A few minutes before the youngsters are expected to wake up, I would want to thank everyone for the latest information. Either tomorrow or at the end of the month, a decision is anticipated to be made.